And if you have watched any of my videos, if you have spent any amount of time with me, heard me on a podcast, heard me on somebody else's channel, or even are one of my coaching clients, I frequently talk about this path to self-discovery. You'll hear me like in 2018, when I left, that's when I really started out on my path to self-discovery. And what does that mean if someone says that? And, because everybody is unique, everybody's life and experience and things are linear, but in a nutshell, that is when you take these 5 things that I'm going to mention, and there's a bonus one as well that I added right before I go live. But when you take these things and take the bits and pieces that apply to you and you chop and screw it, and then you end up with being at a place and having a bit of a roadmap and kind of a path to follow. And it's not something that, again, is a one and done. As you grow, you continue to identify more and more things, and then you wash, rinse, repeat. So I'm going to go ahead and briefly tell you about me. So I got pregnant at 16, had my son at 17, and then we both went off to college at 18. So I was very introverted. I had social anxiety, which I always joke and say that it took tens of thousands of dollars in copays for someone to tell me that I'm not shy, that I actually have something. But, I was just, I'm what they would have called like a tomboy. I wore a lot of boys' clothes. I just wanted to blend into the background. And a lot of that is due to conditioning. Again, I made a video on that with perfectionism, and I'll link it in the description. But just different experiences over my life had me playing small. It had me wanting to blend into the background. It had me not challenging authority and really listening to other people's ideas of who I should be, what I should be doing. I wanted to please my friends and my family. I wanted to be the best mother that I could be. And all of these things, they end up spilling over into various areas of your life. So I would say that I was around 40 when I realized that this is not what I want for my life. I didn't know what I wanted, but I didn't like the person that I was. I didn't like who I was becoming. And again, I'm very friendly, so I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying emotionally, I really thought by that age, okay, that I would be a different type of person than I was, because that was kind of the carrot that I dangled over myself as the, reward to keep pushing. And it was the incentive to keep pushing. I need to get another degree and then another degree. And I have to have these jobs that have great titles because I went to a good school. So I need a good job. I fit really the mold of the Black excellence, and something in me, it was like a little bit of a fire that, it's like the beeping, not people's fire alarms, okay? Because that's annoying when you're watching videos. I don't know how people do it, but that's not the point. It was like something like a little like a very small kind of alarm that I felt going off on the inside. And it got louder and louder and louder and louder. And I became a little bit more aware of what was happening. I started asking myself particular questions. It was almost like the scales started falling off my eyes. And I realized that the person that I was, the life that I was living, all the traveling I thought I would do, the, 1 or 2 more children that I thought I would have, all these friends, my 40th birthday party, I wanted to have an all white party in Italy, sitting under this lemon tree that I saw once. And it's just like, none of that was happening. What was happening is I had a good job with plenty of money. I had the title, but I did not have any type of satisfaction in myself. And again, I didn't know at that time what it was, but that was my joy, the joy that had been snuffed out. People tried to snuff it out. Unfortunately, my mother tried to snuff it out by making me conform. Teachers tried to snuff it out. Even exes tried to snuff it out. The workplace bullies and the people who were over me, management and leadership tried to snuff it out to make me fit into this mold. And I was bursting at the seams. And that is what led me to first embark on my path of self-discovery. And then as life kept going on and on and on, I continued to go further and further and further to this version that you see in front of you today. So I'm done waxing poetic at that. about that, let's go ahead and get into what we need to talk about. Okay, so the first thing